I'm going to have a vulnerable moment with you guys. It is Wednesday, May 20th, and I want to ask you something real. Not how are you doing real, actually real. When was the last time that your body fully came back? Not just slowed down on the outside, not just stop the calendar sprint, but actually reset your nervous system, hormones, gut, all of it. Because here's what I've been sitting with. A lot of us finish our sacrifice season, we hit the goal, we cross the finish line, and we think we're done. But what if your body is still running? Even when there is a name for that. I call it high gear lock. Write that one down. High gear lock is when your nervous system stays stuck in fight or flight, even after the hustle has officially ended. Your sympathetic nervous system, your go mode, your sacrifice season setting, it does not just flip off because you've decided you're done. It actually stays on guard, stays in the sprint, and your body keeps paying a price that you didn't know you were still charged. Here's the thing. High gear lock is not weakness. It is not drama. It is biology. And once you see it, once you've named it, your entire approach to recovery changes because you cannot heal what you haven't named. So today, we are naming it. I've got 5 signs for you today, and I promise at least one of these is going to make you go, oh, that's me. Let me know if you can relate. Okay, so put this in the comments. Sign number 1, you're exhausted, but you cannot sleep. Sign number 1 is you are bone tired, like run through the wall exhausted, and yet you get into bed and your brain absolutely refuses to turn off. I've had that happen to me my fair share of times. You're running tomorrow's list, you're replaying the conversation from the morning, you're mentally writing the email that you still haven't sent, right? That is not a productivity problem, you guys. That is a discipline problem. That elevated cortisol at nighttime, which is the literal opposite of where it should be. It's the mechanism, right? In a healthy rhythm, cortisol peaks around 8 a.m. to wake you up, and it drops to its lowest point around midnight, so melatonin can actually rise and actually help you sleep. But after a sustained sacrifice season, that rhythm gets flipped. Your cortisol is still running high at 11 p.m., still guarding against a threat that has already passed. Write that one down. Your body forgot what night means. And I want you to hear this. If you've been lying there exhausted and wired at the same time, you're not bad at sleeping. Your nervous system is still on duty. This is called high gear lock, and that is sign number 1. Real quick, guys, if you're new here, welcome. Every Wednesday, I share something I've actively been learning on this journey of holistic healing and high performance. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Okay, let's get back into it. You get sick the moment you stop. Sign number 2. And this one gets me every single time. You push through the launch, you power through the sprint, the deadline, the hard week, and the moment it's over, you get hit, sore throat, full body fatigue. You're just thinking, oh my God, are you serious right now? That is not bad luck. That is biology working exactly as designed. During high stress periods, your body suppresses certain immune functions to redirect resources toward survival. Adrenaline is literally immunosuppressive. Your body is saying, we do not have time to fight a cold right now. We are running. The second you stop, the adrenaline drops and everything your immune system is holding off floods in at once. This is why high achievers get sick on vacation. This is why you crash after a major push every single time without fail. It is not coincidence. It is your body running a receipt on what sacrifice season cost you. I had my last real crash about 7 months into high consistent, high output mode, 7 months of holding it all together. And the moment I took a weekend off, I was down for 3 days. Let me know in the comments if this is you too, because you're not alone in this. Real quick, guys, if this is landing for you, hit that like button so more people can find this. Okay, sign number 3. You're irritable or you feel nothing at all. That's sign number 3, you guys. And I want you to sit with this for a second. You're either snapping at people over things that never used to bother you, little things, small things, or, and this one is sneakier, you feel flat, numb, like things aren't what they used to be, like things that used to light you up. They don't light you up anymore. Both of those are the same root cause. Cortisol dysregulation hitting your mood chemistry. Here's the thing, when cortisol stays elevated for too long, it disrupts your dopamine and serotonin pathways. Dopamine is your motivation, your reward system. Your sense of this actually matters. Serotonin is your baseline well-being, your okayness. When those are dysregulated, you go one of two directions. Reactive, because your threat detection system is still on high alert and everything feels like a risk, or flat, because your brain has burned through its feel-good reserves. I've been in both situations. Have you? And I want to say this clearly. If you're feeling this way right now, there is nothing wrong with you as a person. There is something happening in your nervous system, and that is a different conversation. That is a healable conversation. And so let's move on to sign number 4. Your digestion is off. Sign number 4. And this one surprises people every time. Your digestion is off. Maybe you're bloated when you didn't used to be, your appetite's all over the place, things just aren't moving the way they should, and you're thinking, what does that possibly have to do with hustle season? Everything, because your gut and your nervous system are directly wired together. There's a nerve called the vagus nerve. Think of it as the main communication highway between your brain and your gut, and it only functions well when you're in a parasympathetic state. That means your rest mode, your safety mode. When you're in fight or flight, digestion slows. Your body is not interested in breaking down your lunch. It is interested in surviving the perceived threat. And the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio in a typical high-stress diet can run as high as 25-1. The ideal is closer to 3-1. I talk a lot about that in my business. The imbalance drives inflammation, hits your gut lining. So if your gut has been running on reduced function for months, it does not come back online the moment you decide to slow down. Write that one down. Your gut cannot come back online while it is in fight or flight. And this is exactly why replenishment, magnesium, you've heard me talk a lot about that, B vitamins, gut supporting nutrients are non-negotiables in reset season. Your body has a tab and it's time to settle it. You feel guilty when you rest, guys. This is sign number 5, and this might be the most important one. Imagine this. You sit down, nothing urgent, nothing due, and instead of feeling relief, you feel anxious, like you should be doing something, like the stillness is somehow wrong. That is the physiological layer of high-gear lock. So write that one down. When your identity has been wrapped around output, around achievement, productivity, performance, your nervous system has literally been rewired to associate rest with danger, with falling behind, with losing ground. And so, even when you have full permission to stop, your brain won't let you enjoy it because stopping doesn't feel safe yet. This is what I mean when I say high-gear lock lives in both the body and the mind. The reset has to happen on both levels. And the first level is permission. Permission to be still. Permission to not produce today. Permission to let your nervous system remember what safe actually feels like. Nobody else but you has been part of your particular journey. The day in and day out, the grind, the doubt, the declaring without evidence, which is faith. Your body held all of it together. It deserves the space to come back. And so if that landed, drop it in the comments. Tell me which of these 5 hits closest to home. I genuinely want to know where you are right now because trust me, I've been there. Okay, let's bring it back. The 5 signs of high-gear lock. 1, exhausted but can't sleep. Your body forgot what night means. 2, you get sick when you stop. Your immune system was holding off while adrenaline ran the show. 3, you're irritable or emotionally flat. You're numb. Cortisol dysregulation hitting your dopamine and serotonin. 4, your digestion is off. Your gut can't come back online while you're in fight or flight. 5, guilty when you rest. The psychological layer, your nervous system rewired rest as danger. 5 signs, 1 root cause, high gear lock. And here's the thing, identifying this is not a small thing. Naming what's happening in your body is the first move in healing it. You cannot treat what you cannot see or understand, and now you can see it. None of this means you did hustle season wrong, you guys. Let's be clear. It means you showed up fully. It means you gave everything your sacrifice season asked of you, and your body said yes, even when it was running on empty. That is not failure. That's a receipt. And paying it is not a step backward. It is the foundation that carries you into the next season of growth. And again, guys, I say it all the time. It is not a straight line. That's okay. I aim to be an example of what our bodies are designed to do, which is to heal. And so are you? Drop a comment, guys, right now. Which of the 5 signs resonated with you the most? I read every single one. And if you want me to take a deeper dive on any of these, whether that's the cortisol reset, the gut connection, the psychological piece, let me know because we have a full journey ahead of us. As always, guys, make it a great day, and I'll see you next time.